You see, my people, eh? It is high time you people begin to take me serious. I have said it countless times, and it happens. I don't know which other way you people want me to prove myself that I'm a seer. I might not be a pastor or a deacon. It is not up to 24 hours. I bring news here from news from Latte, where it specifies that Simon Ekpa will be freed ending of this month, pending when Nigeria is able to prove their case beyond reasonable doubt. Somebody was telling me, does Finland need Nigeria to bring more petition? My brother, if they tell you how much is involved that Nigeria is pumping into Finland government to make sure that Simon Ekpa never see the light of the day, you will not make that comment. You will not even dare to make that comment. The kind of money that if you fall from it, my brother, it is like a tower. You will break all your arms and your... In fact, you will not survive it. That is the kind of money we are talking about here. The crude oil in your backyard and natural gas, which Russia is using to do shakara for them, is what they are giving Finland free of charge. And you are telling me, asking me, does Finland need Nigerian government to bring more petitions? I said it yesterday that they have already informed Nigerian government this is their last chance and their last push to make sure what? To bring petition beyond every reasonable doubt that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, or they will free him end of this month. And I said it can be possible end of this month for Simon Ekpa to join us only if the hand of that monkey hand in the pot soup does not turn to human hand. Now you don't turn to. And it is not up to 24 hours, I said it, that if the Nigerian government provide more petitions or convince them that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, or they will lose the case entirely. Terrorism charges, let me tell you the headline this morning. Federal government freezes bank accounts of Simon Ekpa. In fact, federal government have blacklisted Simon Ekpa as a terrorist. Then, over 400 names that have been given to them by UAE, they have already tear it, discard it, burn it. In fact, they don't use and clean yash when they go to toilet. All these things is just to let the Finland government know that we are still in the game. I said it yesterday. Today, this morning, it happened. This message was posted around 6:44 a.m. this morning by NigeriaNews.com. Am I working with Nigerian government? The answer is zero. Of course, you know. And I'm even far from Nigerian government. Do you now believe that I am a seer and I can say things, it happens? So anybody who provoke me, I will say something, I beg God, I don't mind me, I joke I day. But truth be told, I said it yesterday, it's only if that hand that I'm seeing is not the hand of Esau. If it is the hand of Jacob, that means there will be success. In fact, that means we will win the game. But the hand of Esau I'm seeing, my brother, these people are not ready to give up. Anyway, let us proceed. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. And at the comment section, just hear me, Ukulora, you are a seer. That is all I needed from you. I don't need your money. I don't even need your praises. Just say it, Ukulora, you are a seer, and I will see things for you. Anyway, let us continue. Tonto DK, my marriage can never be like yours, according to Chubana chief priest. Abi Kubana. Well, I know they finish it. Anyway, we cannot punish Natasha Eds for offense they did not commit you. All Jews Okalo demand payment of salaries. Hey, my brother. People where they hide this woman menu. EFCC grills Tunumbu's ex-minister Uju Kennedy Ohanenye simply because Obonyi Igbo. And nobody, nothing whatsoever been charged to this woman before she was suspended, or rather before she was demoted from her appointment as Minister of Human Affairs. But what about Minister of Humanitarian Affairs? What do you call him? Beta Edu. Nobody grilled that Beta Edu till today. She was working freely. In fact, she's even traveling with Tudumbu, a suspended minister who is being charged and accused of corruption. Where she come from? From Calabar. And them, they have already denied they are not Igbos. That's why whenever I'm talking about that idiot called Simon Ekpa destabilizing the Biafrans, Beta Edu was not grilled by EFCC or even DSS or police because they said they are not Biafrans. Why then Simon Ekpa will have the God to be destabilizing with the Biafrans? Why their own people have already denied us, said they are not Biafrans, they don't have anything to do with the Biafrans. That is why she was not grilled. But Uju, who is from one of the 5 dots in the southeast, are now being grilled. Not even charged with any corruption. My brother, these are the people. In fact, may they continue to grill her. I'm not even speaking on her favor. May them continue to grow her because these are the people who never for one day, she is from other state, who never for one day speak in the favor of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or call for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's release. Now Nigeria don't happen to her. It will continue to happen to them one after the other. I know they won't learn because all they care about is what is entering into their pocket. That is simple. My people, I beg, let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. Don't forget you need to do your own work as I'm doing mine. Your own work is to make sure that this message goes viral. For people to know that I mean, there is a prophet in the land with a special gift and a special talent. Child, it is too much. The federal government has placed Simon Ekpa and several other individuals and entities on the Nigerian sanctions list for over alleged involvement in terrorism financing. Nigeria News report that the decision announced on Thursday follows recommendations by the Nigerian Sanctions Committee after a high-level meeting in Abuja. According to the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, the action is in line with the Section 54 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act of 2022, which empowers the government to impose sanctions on individuals and organizations linked to terror-related activities. The NFIU disclosed that the Attorney General of the Federation, with the approval of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, authorized the designation of the individuals and entities, leading to their official inclusion in the Nigeria sanction list. As part of the enforcement measures, authorities have been directed to identify and freeze all funds, assets, and other economic resources linked to the sanctioned individuals and organizations without period notice. Sanctions to cover bank accounts and economic resources. The government further mandated that financial institutions and relevant agencies should ensure a complete asset freeze on all accounts associated with the listed persons and entities below. For designation entities, these should include accounts linked to their signatories and directors to ensure comprehensive enforcement of the sanctions regime. The statement from the NFIU read: the designated individuals and entities are as follows. 1. Number 1 in the list, Simon Ekpa Njoko, 2103-1985, Guarantee Trust Bank, 011, Kiniko. Okay. Number 2, God's Time Promise Yare, 2005-1996, Access Bank. He call it UBA, Money Point, Kuda, Primical Venture, Money Point, account Kanko. Number 3, Francis Chukwado Madabuchi. Number 4, John Anayo Onwumere. Make sure they listen. The main name that they give to them from UAE, they have tear it and burn it into ashes. Now, all of these people they list here, just they watch their names. Chikwuka Godwin Eze. Number 6, Edwin Augustine Chukwado. Number 7, Chiwendo Joy Owo. Number 8, Ginika Jane Oji. Number 9, Awo Uchechukwu. Number 10, Mercy Ebere Ifoma. Number 11, Ohagwo Nneka Juliana. Number 12, Eze Chubike Okpoto. Number 13, Nwobi Henry Chimezie. Number 14, Ogomo Peace Ukewe. Number 15, Igwe Kala Enterprises. Ndị Igbo now are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Oh, God have mercy. Wale Metawale, Bello Metawale, who have been accused of high-level terrorism financing, is even the Minister for Defense for State. The Vice President, who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Boko Harams, is also the Vice President of the zoo. Ndị Igbo, yeah, me wonder, because all these people are calling minor Simon Ekpa, other ones, maybe these are the ones who are crying for now one Nigeria. Let it happen to everybody. Number 16, Sefi Kuvi Global Campaign. Number 17, Lakurawa Group, NL. Okay, imagine all this is they mentioned here. Do you know that there's nothing like Fulani Herdsman here as terrorism, as terrorist? NFIU added you are required to report to the Sanctions Committee any assets frozen or actions taken in compliance with the prohibition requirements. C. Immediately file a suspicious transaction report to the NFIU for further analysis on the financial activities of such an individual or entity and report as a suspicious transaction. The freezing obligation required above shall extend to all funds or other assets that are owned or controlled by the designated persons and entities, and not only those that are tied to a particular act, plot or threat of terrorism or terrorism financing. Those funds or other assets that are wholly or jointly owned or controlled, directly or indirectly, by designated persons or entities. Last but not the least, the funds, other assets and persons, entities acting on behalf of or at the direction of designated persons or entities, whatever it is. My brother, I can never stop laughing. I swear, I can never stop laughing. Tonto Dike, according to Cubana chief priest, he said, my marriage can never be like yours. Celebrity barman, Cubana chief priest, who has stated that a certain individual whom he referred to as T is supporting the Kenyan lady claiming to be his baby mama because he declined her request for favors. Nigerians recall that Tonto Dike has questioned why men rather than women are avoiding DNA test. Though she didn't mention names, many social media users believe her post was directed at Cubana chief priest, who has been in an ongoing DNA battle with his alleged Kenyan baby mama Helen. Responding to the shade, Cubana chief priest accused a certainty of being a blackmailer, claiming that the only crime he committed was declining a favor. Remember, this accusation came first from this lover, and she donated 1 million naira to her and asked Nigerians to donate too. Make it make sense with the gist lover allegations. I have always known it was sponsored the same way they tried to rope me in. That my show was Mohbad's last show, that I am a suspect. My only crime was you are asking me for a favor and I declined. You go chase me, enter gutter. My marriage is built on a solid rock. It can never be like yours. Blackmailer T, CEK Gislova Nigeria Limited, he wrote on his Insta story. Meanwhile, Tonto Dike has fired back at Cubana chief priest, questioning if he was upset that she rendered financial assistance to his alleged baby mama years back. Dike explained that the favor she asked of Cubana chief priest was on behalf of a colleague who was under pressure and he declined. She taunted the socialite who mocked her over her failed marriage to Olakunle Churchill, saying he claims to have a solid family but running from a child he fathered in Kenya. Her post on Instagram read in part, "Are you upset because of out of pity I gave your baby mama some financial assistance years ago? The gist lover accusations have become tired and repetitive. If you have no cause of action, then STFU. You all dance around my name like Teletubbies, unable to sue or take your proof, even file a proper petition with the authorities." Moving forward, we cannot punish Natasha's because of her, Natasha's ex because of her sins. The senator representing Abia North Senatorial District, Dr. Ojuzo Carlo, has called for empathy toward the heirs of suspended lawmaker representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti. Nigerian News report that Natasha was suspended on Thursday, March 6, 2025, over allegations of sexual harassment against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. During the plenary session, Carlo proposed an amendment to the committee's recommendations, which initially included a provision to suspend the salaries of Akpoti's staff. He argued that the aides are National Assembly employees and should not suffer the consequences of their principal's suspension. Senator Carlo emphasized the financial hardship such a decision would impose on the affected staff and their families, urging that their salaries and wages should not be withheld. He said, we cannot punish the heirs of Senator Natasha for an offense they did not commit. The staffs are of the National Assembly and have no other means of livelihood apart from their salaries. It will be unjust for us as a Senate to deny them and their families their earnings. I move that we amend that section and allow them to receive their salaries. However, despite Kanu's plea, the Senate failed to revise its decision regarding the payment of salaries to Natasha's legislative aides. The last but not the least, EFCC grills Uju Kennedy Ohanenye. The operative of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Thursday grilled the former Minister of Women Affairs Uju Kennedy Ohanenye. Nigeria News report that the minister, who was sacked by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was questioned over her alleged rules in misappropriation, violation of procurement process, and diversion of public funds to the tune of 138,413,253 naira 89 kobo. In the course of disbursing the 2023 budget funds for the ministry. Listen again, 138 million naira. Then what about Uju Kennedy Ohanenye of 3 billion naira without no grilling? Ndị Igbo, make una get sense, otherwise it will be too late for everybody. According to New Telegraph, Kennedy Ohanenye arrived at the commission headquarters around 11 a.m. on Thursday and is facing interrogators on her alleged involvement in the fraud. Investigations by the EFCC show that funds donated for the funding of PBAT Cares for Women initiative were diverted for her personal enrichment. Investigations are still ongoing. She has not been admitted to administrative bail. Anyway, my wonderful people, now we go take back break you, and I go hear my voice again when I come back here. Like, share, comment, and make sure I keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I, Ukulora One Nation, is here to serve you better. And I go hear my voice again when I come back. Emesiano, Omonem.